Greetings, traveler. You've just landed on the Mikey and Me podcast, but fear not, for this is no mistake. No fault in the stars, no glitch in the matrix. I'm afraid this has all been planned, predetermined by powers known not to us. So pull up a chair and join us as we find our way together, for you are among friends.
Hello, friends.
Hola. We've been among each other for quite a while now, chit-chatting behind the camera, behind the green door.
Talking about the stuff and the
Stonks.
Did I tell you, by the way, of me just sitting there snapping and doing the green door thing reminded me of that scene in Twin Peaks?
The snapping definitely works for Twin Peaks.
And
David Fincher invented snapping.
he did. And he's ironically not the guy who did.
No, David Lynch, but I believe that David Fincher.
But
Chris
David
meant that. Chris knew that.
Chris knew, I know.
Chris
he knew
was like,
that.
I wasn't talking about David Lynch.
I know he knew that. That's what I'm
talking about
saying.
David Fincher.
And I'm just, and that's crazy. I'm over here talking, and I got the checkers, like the checkerboard floor. Come on, dude. I got Allie watching Twin Peaks.
Deep
now.
lore. Yeah, how
She's a
far
Twin
along
Peaker.
are you now?
With
the show. How far along in the show are you?
Matthew. She is on season 2. She has got.
Oh, so she's ahead of you now.
No, I've watched it all. So
You did? You got through all of the return?
Yeah. What do you mean? Are you kidding me?
How did it end?
You talking about Wally Brando?
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen it
So you
all.
walk.
Spoiler
Yeah, I've
alert.
seen it all.
I haven't seen
We didn't
it all.
talk about the final episode then, did we?
No, we've never done our Twin Peaks episode. We've been
we've been working
for quite
on
a
it
long
and,
time, and we've never done it.
we've been working on it.
I've
I've done research on how to possibly do it.
I literally watched the fucking, one of the last episodes over here. I watched it with you and Stephanie.
Yeah, I
'Cause
honestly
you
feel
had
like
me
that was
wait.
a half-ass watching of it. I
You
feel like-
literally made me wait to watch it because you were like, I feel like we should watch this together.
and I shoved
and I
you up
did.
against the wall, and the memory doesn't. I know.
We did
Yes,
watch it.
We need to do it again.
We
And I've
should.
done research of actually because we've talked about it so much. I'm like, okay, if we the best way to go down the path to actually
I
make it
know.
interesting. It's like, do we do an
I need to
episode,
finish this
an
book.
episode, an
I need to
episode?
finish the book.
I think there's some fun ways we could do it. The group episodes and
I think I agree.
do some quirky things
It needs
that
to be
mix it in as a
multiple-
segment.
Yes.
that we do.
It needs to be multiple.
And we'll get this guy to watch it. Actually, he could be the one that you're watching it with.
Oh God.
What I was going to say.
Actually, Chris might actually have to watch it.
I know
He'd be
Chris.
like,
is
I
pro-
quit.
Chris, I think he'd probably get into it. It's just, I think for him to get into it, it would take him a couple episodes. Whereas for me,
I think that's a fair assessment.
for me,
I
it
think
took
taking
me,
away his option to watch anything else and then forcing the TV to be playing on.
to me, the reason it was easy to watch is once I
Yeah,
finally started getting a feel. It was like, dude, the set, the props, all that, the setting, where they were.
Yeah,
in the
I don't think
mountains
those
and
things will speak
cabins.
to your brother quite the same.
They might not.
Zhivago.
They might not.
Really cool.
I just the Mijan scene really hit with
Yeah.
me.
Exactly.
And speaking,
what's the doctor's name?
who
His
doctor?
outfit. Dr. Zhivago.
Zhivago? Yeah, what
no,
about
it's
him?
not. What's the doctor that dresses all flamboyantly?
What's it called?
Dr. Oz?
He's talking. No, in the show, he's talking about.
Oh,
Come on.
with the
Dr.
shovel.
Jacoby?
Jacoby.
Jacoby. Yeah, so that's what I said.
Yeah, Chris is trying to get us on.
That's what I said. Jacoby.
73 degrees in Colorado.
Oh.
That's also where they happen. It's 89 is the high and a low of 65. And those lucky boogers
Colorado,
out there in
huh?
Colorado, they're pretty lucky with that weather. They get that cool weather this time of year. But you know what they're also getting this time of year?
Fires.
Venom rabbits.
There's a fire going on.
They're getting venom rabbits. They're getting
wolves.
rabbits
And wolves.
that.
Is this
did
the
you guys
Frankenstein?
hear?
Is this the
Did you guys
Frankenstein
hear
rabbit?
about the wolf guy?
Oh, it was fake, I think.
Was
I
it?
think it's fake.
Okay.
But I heard about it earlier today.
Okay. There's so
think
much
it's
fake
fake.
shit going
No,
on.
but the Frankenstein rabbit's real.
The
right?
Frankenstein, as far as it didn't look real, but I think it's real. Everybody else is talking about it as if it was real. You can look it up.
I heard
Type
it on the
in
radio.
Colorado.
You haven't seen
I haven't
the
looked
image
at a
of it?
picture yet, so
Yeah.
let's see.
Apparently, they say,
Strange.
I guess that it's you don't have to worry about it for you or your animals. I think it's only for rabbits.
Yeah, or people that, would interact with that kind of rabbit. I don't know a lot of people
It's
that are
terrifying.
like, hey, that
It
thing
looks terrifying.
is like, you know what? Let me go try to touch that rabbit.
It looks
in
pretty
particular.
terrifying. Yeah.
No. I feel like whatever you get from fucking with that rabbit, you deserve it.
It's not going to be good.
I got to.
It looks like an octopus coming out of its head.
Yeah, it's. I'm not
What
sure
was it? You
what
gotta
it
think
almost
what-
looks like matted
What was it
Like-
exposed to, or what kind of like bug does that? Is that one of the, like you've seen those bugs that like they fucking eat a bug and then the parasite that like turns the bug into a zombie, and
or
kills
like
the
the ones
bug and
that-
essentially controls it. It's like what
find
what
the
happens
pits?
here?
Yeah, no, I'm just like this. I was having issues with something else.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I gotcha.
He's having erectile dysfunction.
I can't get a boner.
I'm like, Matt.
So Frankenstein.
No, a venom rabbit, a rabbit with tentacles out of its head.
I'm saying I'm going off what I heard to
Frankenstein rabbit.
see. Yeah. Just trust me, brother.
Oh, okay. All right, dude. Look, maybe Matt knows something different. Pick up images. Click on
that
images.
one- no, that's
That
that's
ain't it.
the G-rated.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Bam.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
they don't look well.
Venom.
This little motherfucker looks like Cthulhu.
That motherfucker looks like
Dude, Cthulhu
I
is
am
the best
Kraken.
description ever.
Rabbit.
Dude,
motherfucker looks
Cthulhu.
like the,
Did you ever see that Cthulhu video I put on Instagram?
I don't think so.
With the pug.
No.
I don't know if I tell you now.
Bro, that's terrifying. Though.
Yeah.
That shit look like fungus growing out of his head.
Yeah,
is
10 of 10.
crazy.
10 of 10 would shoot.
That's nightmare. Yeah, that's nightmare.
Yeah,
food.
well, let me.
You think that shit's contagious,
Cthulhu
man?
video I made.
Somebody, my one homie was like, "Yeah, they say it's not contagious to humans." And did it. I'm like, "Yeah, you say that, and you got a penis growing out of your
go
cheek.
Go over there and do like that to it.
Got a penis growing out of your cheekbone."
Yeah,
I'm good on that, my
Guys, gotta
man.
find this Cthulhu one, man. Just put it on.
Cthulhu. Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I said Cthulhu drowning because
Oh,
it looked
yeah,
like he was
yeah.
floundering in the water and drowning.
I think so. Yes, I remember. Now what
Okay,
you're
then I
talking
guess
about.
skip it. You can keep going then. Frankenstein, right? He don't look good. It looks gross, but
Yeah, it's in Colorado. Apparently, I guess these people saw these things, and that it had to have been pretty freaky. It had to have been like, "The fuck is this?"
Do you think you would punch its skull in if you saw it?
I'd shoot it.
100%.
I'd shoot that thing.
Bro, that thing.
The reason I would shoot it,
don't
I don't sit. I'm not one of these dudes who sits out back and shoots squirrels and shit with a pellet gun and stuff. But if I see something like that, you got to kill it. You got to shoot that.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, most definitely.
Number
That's
one,
an
you have to
abomination.
shoot it. You have to-
That's an abomination.
Is an affront. That is an affront to the Lord our
Number-
God.
yeah. Number one.
I feel like God might have put that on earth for the express reason for you to be killing
To
it.
test you. Be like, are you going to let this persist or are you going to shoot it? No, but it's like, it has to be shot alone because
Can I
it's like,
trust you
that
to take
can't
care
feel
of evil
good.
if you see it?
It can't feel good.
Not at all.
That can't feel. That has to be bad for the
It's
thing.
just like
and
me,
and
myself,
honestly,
and
if I'm
Irene.
being honest, like since we obviously can see that visibly causes harm to the thing, it's got to be causing pain. Also, we don't know how to treat it, so therefore shoot
What,
it.
and what
Yeah.
the hell is it birthing out
Shoot
of
it.
those things?
Yeah.
No, it's
Shoot it and burn it. I treat it like the thing from the thing.
The
when
thing. Yeah.
they shot it, they burned
Yeah.
it. I think that's the best way to treat these poor rabbits.
And then act like you never saw
This one down
anything.
here just seems like scary. The one where you see him from the back, like the back broadside one. God, that one looks terrifying. Down to the right,
Here?
up, left, bam.
Yeah,
that
dude,
looks
that-
terrifying.
that-
Click on
that-
that.
that looks like
The
some like
Cthulhu one. Looks,
That one looks fucking terrifying because that's like
You
its
can't even
whole-
see its face.
That's what I'm saying. That shit literally, I would run.
Bro, it
I'd be
doesn't
like,
need to. It's
that's a
got- It's
skinwalker.
got tentacles.
I would think that was a skinwalker mid shift. I'm like, yo, he's about to shift into a 7-foot person. That's about to be the Donnie Darko rabbit that's going to tell me to go shoot the principal at a school. He didn't shoot him, did he? What did he do? And Donnie Darko, how did Patrick
thought
Swayze? He wasn't there. He wasn't the principal.
Oh, the
What was he?
pervert! Like he was,
Yeah.
he was like,
How
he
did
wasn't
what
a
happened
pastor,
with
but he
him?
was like a motivational speaker.
That's what it.
so-
But what, was he not the principal?
he was
or
a
some
kitty.
shit?
I don't think he's principal, but he
Okay.
had all the kitty porn, and
That's-
he had all
yep.
those housewives that were fans of his and
Yes.
still supported him.
I can't remember how they
And
got
the
him.
name of that dance troupe or something's going.
Yes,
like they weren't able to go on the
Sparkle
trip.
Shimmer or something like that.
Yeah, sparkle something because they had to.
something.
The main lady had to stay back.
Yes.
And the other mom had to go on the trip with
Yes,
them. Yep.
dude, that movie's
I see a
wild.
scene in my like I'm seeing it.
That movie's wild. The fact that there's still such a fandom around that movie.
There is. I'm a big fan of it. I've
I am
enjoyed
too,
it.
but I mean like a fandom.
Oh yeah, it's got a cult following.
I mean, a
it's what
fandom
you
of,
call
like,
it. It's what you
of
call
new
a cult
theories. It has
a cult
like
follow-
I feel like there's always a new active
I feel like you
theory
know
coming
one
out.
person that might make you feel that way.
Be saying. No, for real.
I feel like you know one person who might still be talking about it.
No, I do know one person that knows a lot
I love
about
Donnie Darko,
but I also, aside from that one person and everything he's told me, which is pretty much everything, I still see new shit pop up where it's like,
where are you seeing this pop up? I just want to know.
Instagram. Like, people will just come up with like new theories about like, okay, in Donnie Darko, did you know that maybe like actually people think this person
I got you. I hear you.
That's what I mean. It's like,
I hear you.
You think you have it all figured out.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it is. I think it is all figured
I
out.
saw a theory the other day that postulated that the tentacle rabbits came from Donnie Darko, and that Donnie Darko foretold.
Well, you know the way his chest kind of has the protruding element. I think it's kind of directing to the future, to their
talking
present
about
future.
Iron
That's
Man.
what the face is.
Oh.
That's what that's the same thing.
Looks like it's trying to turn homie into a fungi. Either way, that's
Tony Stark built this thing in a freaking cave.
Tony Stark built this in a
That's
cave.
the year 2000.
That was the year of
In the year
rabbits
2000.
in Colorado. No, we got there because of the weather. Do you want to go into that, or I think?
Oh no, I
we
don't know if he
should,
gets that.
What?
The Conan. In
Oh,
the year
Conan O'Brien.
2000. On the Conan O'Brien show in the night, like before the year 2000.
Yeah. Yeah, I
On the
wasn't
original,
born. I
there
wasn't
was
born yet.
Yeah. There was a skit where they would go in the year 2000 and have a bunch of goofy
Like,
stuff
what
in
the
this.
world would be like.
Yeah.
I remember filling up water bottles, man, or soda bottles with water. I was fucking there, man. I was there when that shit went down, dude.
You were there.
I was.
You were
there.
there,
Dude. I was
but-
an adolescent. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, dude. I'm like, why do we have to fill up these old Sprite bottles?
And why is Chris in jail?
Exactly.
Why is Chris pulling guns
What
on
is going
kids?
on, dude? It's like, what is happening right now, dude? I was like, I had just watched Terminator 2. My brother goes to jail. We're filling up fucking 7-Up bottles with water. Oh, man.
You're like,
I didn't know.
Life is
The year
wild.
2000
I tell you
Wild
what.
and crazy times.
I
that
tell
we
you
lived
what,
in
man.
there.
Next thing you know, there was, it was like, obviously, we all know what happened in 01. So, where my head was at. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
But yeah, no, man, you guide us. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Man, if I'm being honest, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Real quick, we can mention it real
Do it.
quick. I know
Get
I'm
off
going
your
to get it
chest.
out of the way. Pull it off.
Get
pull
it
off.
off your chest. Do you feel
Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have made headline news again, in a sense.
For the
I say
documentary?
headline.
Oh, no.
I say headline. It's not headline. They've just been in the headlines for a while now because
I was just saying
because,
that name.
Micah Parsons is apparently there was still and this is last I heard. They could have signed a fucking deal yesterday, but last
think
night
they
I heard
have.
I don't think they have either. I heard on the radio they were talking about it last night, which was a replay of the afternoon show. But I've been hearing it every time I turn on any of the sports radio shows. They just talk about Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones, and hey, are you going to re-sign this guy? And if you're Jerry, you got to be thinking and this and that, and the future of the team, and da-da-da, and da-da. And it's like, the way I see it, the only point I wanted to make or say is that it's like, what the fuck? What difference does it make? What difference does it make you sign Micah Parsons? What is it going to do? What's it going to do? Like, you're still going to fucking lose the majority of the games you play. Like,
you hired not even Chan Gailey. What was it? What's the other
Brad.
one's name?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. I
What's
know
his
what you
name?
little dude?
The old guy. The special teams guy. Campo.
Dave
It's
Campo, yeah, the
basically-
little
this
guy.
Is basically Dave Campo 2.0.
But he can hold the conference
Rowdy,
better than
it's
Dave
like-
talking about
Campo.
Rowdy.
yeah.
He can
Didn't
talk.
they
He can
call
hold
him
a
Rowdy,
conference
or-
better.
No, not Dave Campo. Dave Campo was just like
At least this guy can talk to people. That's
I thought they called him Rowdy because he was so unenthusiastic.
Oh no,
No,
that might have
Schottenheimer's
been-
like good.
No,
he's
that
good.
might
He's
have been,
he's a good
Wade.
salesman.
That
was Wade Phillips.
So far, I feel like Schottenheimer sounds like an amazing
They called him
salesman.
bum
So we'll
son.
just see if those words actually mean anything.
To me,
which-
is that it's like anybody.
he
I
has no
think
control over
my
it, honestly.
synopsis of the Cowboys is that the way I would like to put it is my theory at this point is that pretty much the Cowboys is the Madden curse for a football player, and the reason I say
the team
that
is.
yes,
because the whole fucking
No, the whole concept of a cowboy
it
at
is.
this point.
It is. Being a Dallas Cowboy is the Madden curse.
Shit, being a
you get on the-
Cowboys fan, look at LeBron James.
Well, I was gonna say is that the reason I think it is because it's like you look at all the top talent they've ever even gotten. One of the most top talents they've gotten.
Quincy
was
Carter?
Zeke. Zeke was one of the best top talents we've got in the past, like, 15 years, right? Would we say? One of the best. Like,
I honestly, for me, I think so. Especially offense, like.
But I guess that would have been.
But I mean, like,
earlier than that.
Exactly.
I think so. I think
in the last 10 years,
he had a good career,
so,
and Zeke Elliott had a strong career.
He did.
He had a real good career.
Fucking super Dez.
He did. He had a great career, but it's like. I still feel like the majority of the players that come here, it's like outside of the few people that stand out and have great careers, it's like the majority of them, I think getting on the Cowboys is almost just like a death sentence. It's almost like the enthusiasm isn't there on the next level for once you get there, to where it's almost like you get there and it's like,
we don't even need to win.
Exactly. That's my point. I just feel like it's getting to that point with the Cowboys where it's like, it's like, well, why are you trying? You're a Dallas Cowboy. It doesn't matter. Like, you're going to ride this contract out for 15 years or 10 years or whatever. It's like this team's going to keep you. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you get on the Cowboys and nobody plays. The reason I say that is because nobody plays with grit. It's like getting on the Cowboys was the whole thing. And then you got on the Cowboys and now it's like, well, now what do you do? Now you got to, like,
publicist.
That's exactly. It's like,
hire a stylist.
I mean,
that's just how I feel at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it really embodies the idea of being a football player as a career first, and not like as like, actually I'm doing this, I want to win, but I can do this at a high level and make a good living, which honestly, you know,
it's like I made it.
Yeah.
I just see it like that. And so it's just, for me, I don't listen to the sports radio like religiously, but when I'm in the car driving around, I'll flip it on and listen to it for a bit. And literally every time I flipped it on recently, we got the UFC fight playing, and some old boy.
That's the second spinning elbow KO.
Did not see that.
Yeah, they always do at least a segment on it, but I guess I've been listening to Tick Enough recently to it. It's like they'll do their like set number segments, and you know, just because that people. It's just the nature of sports radio. No, it's annoying. That's why, like, I stopped listening to it for a while. It's like, okay, I gotta.
Yeah, because you're just like, okay, it's like you can't. What are we really talking about? It's like, So But that being said,
just keeping the wheels.
Did you hear Denzel did comment on?
What was it he said?
I didn't even see the full.
Yeah, he said something about he doesn't think Jerry's acting on the behalf of the fans.
He was telling
like he's
Jerry,
acting on behalf.
Just now saying this.
No, he was on.
Somebody asked him.
He was on like an ESPN. Like,
we know about that new documentary on Netflix that they have.
Mm-hmm. I don't.
Yeah,
it's like a multi-part thing, and
the gambler and the Cowboys. Or
like the
bullshit.
different names of the episodes. It's like it's a documentary.
The gambler,
and of course he's a producer, but like they're talking about
home a gambler.
I guess it's like
fucking prick.
It's like I don't know how many that they've made that he might have made, but I don't know. I just saw some clip talking about like the Cocaine Cowboys that can name one of the episodes. They talked about the White House and all that stuff with Michael Irvin. I haven't watched it to see like what all he says. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it, but that's a new thing that exists on Netflix.
Well, I mean, they have to do something because nobody's tuning in to watch them win a freaking football game.
Yeah,
you know, it's like. Yeah, no, Denzel was
and they talked about him having cancer in 2010.
Yeah, like that's going to gain him sympathy from any Cowboys fan. I saw the post. I saw a post about it the other day, and all the comments were like, I'm not going to wish bad on anybody. I don't wish that on anybody or whatever. But it's like, Jerry, you're not getting any sympathy.
Maybe he's about to die for real again, and he just is trying to. He wants to die thinking people like him more.
I don't know.
No, he don't care about that.
Denzel was, he was literally on ESPN or something the other day, and basically called him out straight up and was like, told Jerry that like you're talking about, what was it, like auditions or something like that versus like going to the Oscars, and it was like you haven't been to the Oscars, like you're out here talking about auditions or whatever.
Denzel bored. He's just and now he's acting on ESPN. What? I'm like, he's having fun, but it's like, what's he even doing there?
No, he was a guest on.
No, yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no.
Call him out. I'm happy for anyone to call out Jerry.
Well, and Denzel's a big time Cowboys fan. He's been a Cowboys fan for a long time, and so he was basically just talking about how much of a kick in the balls it is to be a Cowboys fan, and then just to watch the way that they don't give a damn about their fan base, like at all. in any way. They don't pretend to. And
I guess I don't even know what it would look like, caring about your fan base versus
like just the product that you put out there on the field.
Actively trying to like
compete,
do something. It's like rather than
trying
with
to
the
make a
coach
splash and free agency.
like
Let's
with
go sign the big name. Like,
well, and that's the thing that I feel like too.
I guess I would have to live in another city that does it the right way to really know what the difference.
Well, just look
would
at
be.
this. Like for instance, hiring a coach. The way he hired coaches.
I just know the Browns. I just know the Browns were in the Super
fact that he
Bowl
never lets the coach pick his own guys.
Not
is
even
the
just
biggest thing
that.
for
This
me.
coaching hire, this most recent coaching hire is the thing. It seems like, and that's one of the allegations, is that he hires people that are kind of more or less like yes men. And that also too, it's like this one, Schottenheimer was a promotion from within that a lot of guys were kind of like, the fuck, like Schottenheimer.
But I mean,
like,
the last guy he had, freaking Mike McCarthy, would have been the closest thing to an opposite of the recent guy. So I feel like no matter what, he's gonna say he's doing wrong. I just think the fact that he doesn't let a coach run everything is the biggest thing for me.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Just for me, like because I feel like he's gone back and forth.
Yeah,
between
I
like
agree.
yes men and not. I think
agree.
it's the fact that he didn't let somebody actually run it like a CEO.
Yeah, he tries to be
he's trying to be too involved. I think that's
It is.
what's caused.
And that's what my dad has always said. He was like, and as long as Jerry's involved, like the Cowboys are never going to be shit.
Yeah, and the fact that
he's probably right.
isn't willing
He's probably
to at
right.
least experiment with not being involved to see if after this many years, I've tried all this stuff. Maybe for a couple of years, I'll try just owning it, and that's
fuck
it.
Yeah.
The fact that he can't do that for at least a couple years is really the thing that bothers me the most. And I'm not even bothered by him.
Well,
The
and
fact
that's
that he
the thing-
can't step away and it's like rolling the dice.
That's the thing.
He's a businessman.
Well, and that's
Let's
the
see
thing.
if this works, and not being willing to do that.
Well, and that's the
ego.
point that Chris was making about not caring about your fans. You're like, I guess what would that look like? That's what
There
it
you
looks
go.
like, getting out of the fucking way. Like
I got there myself. That's it.
Actually giving the fans the shot that every other thing has, where an organization hires somebody to run the shit.
Was it the Browns or the Bengals were in the Joe Burrow
Yeah,
a few
Bengals.
years back? The
Bengals.
fucking Bengals.
Yeah.
Like, Bengals ever made it to the Super Bowl in your fucking lifetime? Like, you got the Bills, like teams
And
like this.
and there's just
like,
that one clip. I don't know how long ago the interview where Jerry's like, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be doing it. And just like I hear that's probably 50.
No,
that's probably
or
from
him
15
saying,
years ago.
or him
And
saying
it's
in
like,
the
okay,
last, or him saying in the last year where he came out and said the quiet part out loud. It's like, when I bought this thing for me, and this is my toy, and I'm gonna play with it however I want.
So it's definitely yeah. Look at that. You got me talking more about Cowboys than I ever wanted to.
Here we go. Oh, and that was the whole mission. The mission wasn't even to talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah,
it was
not,
to talk about
just about the way that they've gotten. I mean,
we just wanted to trick
I was
Matt.
as diehard a Cowboys fan as you could get. Like, and
now he's an Eagles fan.
No,
Yeah,
I
Eagles
just don't even give a damn about the.
I've literally last year, I think I watched out of the entire season. I think I may have watched like 2 quarters. I'd say 2 quarters. I didn't even watch 2 games. I probably
I
watched
don't
2
think I did
fucking
either.
quarters of football. Like
They were on the table, face up, heads.
There was one early on where we were up there at the pool. I think it was a Chargers.
You were
game.
damn fool.
Okay.
All right.
I think it was the Chargers.
Just get on
game.
from this Cowboys, man. Blah, blah, blah. What are you looking at your phone there? What's that?
No, I know if we wanted to talk about, I had this thing up about the fallacy of relative
Do it.
privation.
Let's talk about it, brother.
Let's talk about it. I just thought it was interesting. I heard
is
it.
interesting.
I heard it not long ago, and it all came about because I follow a guy on Instagram that's like the cart narc, and
The what?
the cart narc. So he goes and he just hangs out in like his local neighborhood, like
Shopping cart?
and he just waits for people to just leave the shopping carts in parking spots, and he's like, "Uh-oh." And he walks
He
up
steals
with
them?
like a
Yeah,
magnetic.
no,
he'll
he
walk up
fucking-
with a sticker, a magnetic like sticker, and he'll throw it on the side of the car, and it says something about like you've been narked or by the cart narc or something.
This is
And then,
basically you didn't return
and then
your
he,
shopping
and then
cart.
he'll grab the cart and he'll put it away. And so a lot of times he'll be filming people, and they'll be like, they'll stop and see him. They'll
He
leave their
doesn't work
cart.
for any of these stores, right?
No, he just he's
This isn't constant.
He's just tired.
This is his
he's
life.
somebody that's mad as fuck about like, yo, dude, you guys are just like, stop being fucking lazy lazy because the way he sees it, again, he's right. Like, how many times you pull up to go park somewhere and it's like, I would park here, but there's a fucking cart in the way and you got to get out and move it or some shit because some lazy bastard that was next to you had to put their fucking shit away, and instead of just like taking the cart
he's
back,
made a career out of putting those people on blast.
and so he really has. So he has viewers off of it. And so, but one of the ladies that he was like, one of the ladies that started trying to give him shit, because of course, eventually everybody gets mad at him because it's like they don't get called out.
He's vandalizing our vehicle.
Do you work here?
Well, he doesn't want to get called. People hate getting called out for being just a piece of shit. Like, and rather than just being like, "Hey, my bad. Yeah, you're right, man. You got me," and laughing at it, whatever,
or flipping it, me like, sorry.
Like, I gotta get home. I gotta get home to a pregnant wife or something. I just have time to put
just
my
be
car
like,
up.
or laugh it off. Be like, you got me. Like, but people get mad.
They brandish firearms.
And they get pissed and like, stop recording, and blah, blah, blah. And they get all mad at him. Well, one of the things he said was this lady was getting pissed and she was like, is this what you enjoy doing with your time? And he was just like,
if you think I enjoy this.
Yeah, whatever. Like, and she was like, I mean, is there not like more important things you should be doing? And he was like, and he was telling her like, no, okay. And then he said something to her, and then she ended up driving off shortly after. And he was like, what that lady was talking about was more or less like the fallacy of relative privation. And the fallacy of relative, because she was saying, like, isn't there more important things you should be doing with your time? Isn't there something
other than
more important
raising awareness of shopping cart?
Other than holding people accountable for being fucking lazy in society? It's like, because the shopping cart is more or less like...
They say that's the litmus test for, like, if
you're not going to put your fucking shopping cart up, you're probably going to litter.
Because
you're probably going to cut people off.
A person's behavior on that is...
I feel like it's a test to them as a
simple one. It's a little one. So I feel like if you don't, it covers the wide thing. But if you do, I feel like it definitely makes it. It says so powerful that if you actually do return it, that you have a very good idea of like the type of a much stronger idea to where if they didn't, does that make sense?
Yeah, like what were you gonna say?
There's literally a like scientific I can't remember what it's called, but it's like. It's almost like a litmus test for people. It's like the shopping cart test, and it talks about like it being the test of like whether or not you're capable of living in a civilized society, because there is no direct consequence to not doing it. Like the only,
See, that makes me think of the isolated home, like the last soda in a box or type thing, or someone who doesn't like throw out the bags or a random thing. If they were so lazy, they take the last one's taken, and somebody didn't throw their trash away.
Empty thing in there,
or just like that same thing where it's like, why didn't you just throw that away, or why didn't the person who last interacted with this take that next step?
It cost you nothing, and there is no penalty. It's just like, are you a good person?
And so I first heard about this because he mentioned it. He was like, the fallacy of relative privation. I was like, what the fuck? And I loved it because it's like, I feel like there's so many times this has been, and I haven't been quick enough or known the definition to be able to call people on shit. But I've been in conversations with people where this has come up, and it's like, this is what I could say. Oh, that's the fallacy of relative privation. And what it is it says the fallacy of relative privation, also known as the appeal to, quote, worse problems, or not as bad fallacy, occurs when someone dismisses a problem or complaint by comparing it to a more severe one, suggesting the original issue is not significant.
Right.
So isn't there something more important you should be doing than trying to...
People have cancer.
Yeah. There's kids starving in Africa. Don't you think you should be doing something different? And it's like, and then the guy
we're
flipped
trying
on
to
her
get
like,
them the food and something.
Yeah.
You want us to get them food? You want to carry all that food out in your hands from the grocery store?
Yeah. Basket.
It's exactly, and it's like flipping it on its ear for her. It's like, and that's what he's saying. It's like, and then also too. So the core idea, the fallacy lies in claiming that a problem is insignificant simply because other more serious problems exist. According to logic and philosophy websites, and we can go further. We're not going to.
Don't cite those. They're pretty well regarded.
If someone expresses sadness,
regarded.
If someone's
yes, we can.
If someone expresses sadness about a minor setback, someone else might dismiss it by saying, well, at least you're not starving in a war-torn country. So it's like, again, it's, you know, oh, it can always be worse. This and that. There's something else going on. I don't need to worry about that. Like whenever, again, I feel like it can be, I can feel like it could be stretched or.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
hang on. I was going to say, maybe it might be a stretch to say it. But like in the instance of what you were talking about with AI, when you were talking about just certain ways that you feel like it could be used or like wanting to understand it better and things like that. And most people were probably going to look at it like, I don't have time. I don't give a fuck. I got to pay a bill. I'm not worried about AI or what that's going to do. I don't have time to worry about it. I got bigger fish to fry. And it's like, okay, that's important. That's just as much of an issue. And it's important.
Yeah.
But I also feel like learning about these things doesn't diminish the fact that like it's also important, like what you're saying.
Yeah,
I feel like it can be expanded to like positions and arguments rather than just, you know, certain specific situations.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
and I think it's,
if that makes sense.
It to me it does. In also just like a personal mindset. The lady could sit there and see the guy spending time to call people out about the shopping cart thing, right? Yeah. And I guess, you know, theoretically, the guy's doing it. The hopeful outcome of him doing that would be people see him and they start doing it. They see this guy. Oh, I better put my card up, or it just get people to be the idea of okay. Oh, if we see this guy, almost like we've got the teacher watching, we got the parents watching, and be on your best behavior. So I feel like the best outcome you would think based on what he's doing, he's calling people on bad behavior that he want, you know, that maybe people are worried about that happening, and so they take the card up, right? And so, okay, they solve the problem. That lady's like, okay, you solve that problem. That's not a big problem. That's not you make a deal about that. I think there's power in getting people to even. If they don't want to, if they just putting the shopping cart back up and they walk and do that extra effort, even if it's only out of fear of getting caught by this guy, I think there's some power in that action to where it could manifest and come. Some people more than others. Some people might be like, I'm just doing this because I saw that fool over there. Some people might be doing it, and then they'll do something else throughout the day, and they'll be like, I did that. I can do this a little bit more. I do that, and it can have a compounding positive effect in some people. So I think that's
a good point.
It can really. It's just the hope, like you said, pay it forward. Just actually, for whatever reason, doing that good deed, whether it continues to manifest to grow in you, or it's just that good deed is somehow felt by some other people, to where you really can't belittle the littlest thing, because the littlest thing might be the beginning of a chain reaction that leads to, you know what I mean? Anything amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, and it's like, I think, like society is like so bifurcated and like segmented and everything else, where like everybody's off in their own little worlds, and it's like, what does it really matter if I do this? Or it's like, I mean, fuck it. I'm not gonna, you know, but it's like, Billy Joel Osment,
Billy Gilman.
But you know, it's like, that's one of those things that they talk about that like we've lost is like a high trust society. In that, like, you know, you didn't, you know, it was like you put your cart back because it was the right thing to do, but then on top of it, because you, to a degree, you felt a fear of being like ostracized from your community. Not that like, oh, that's Matthew, he doesn't put his cart back, but that it's like. But that people around you that you interact with every day are watching, and they see
like everyone's
the
keeping themselves in check almost.
The little things that you do could affect, like, oh, well, I'm at the Walmart putting my shopping cart away, or not, you know, whatever, I'm doing this, and then I go across the street to the fucking bank or whatever, but the lady that was working at the bank saw how I just acted over here, and then I come over here in the bank and start acting a certain way with her, and she's like, well, this she's just a bitch. She didn't put the shopping cart back. She came in here talking to me with fucking attitude. Like, and so you have, you know, obviously as like society's grown, like, and everything, and everybody is in their own little like worlds. Like, I mean, and I'm not real sure how you combat it other than just, like I said, just
you
making it the norm.
You gotta be a good person no matter what.
And that's, I mean, I've been trying to.
Society doesn't keep itself in check in the same way it used to.
No.
Like a community doesn't keep itself naturally in check. You know, somebody can be a total piece of trash in their next door neighbors, and they didn't even know their name, and they just like because they're so separated from them.
Like I think about the example all the time of like, you know, I remember being a kid growing up and like being out doing some shit that like I wasn't supposed to be doing, and some other fucking grown up coming out of the house, like yelling at me, being like, "Hey,
someone else's parent,
fuck are y'all doing out there?
Yeah,
get out of the street."
Fearing that, like, you tell Mike,
I'm gonna call your parents. Like, shit, dude.
And
like,
if you're acting up, they could have whipped you, and your parents would have thanked them.
Yeah, dude,
like hell yeah, dude.
He saved me the trouble.
The guy with me was like, "What were you doing?" Well, we were like,
now you get the cops call on him. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not saying it's just an observation.
No, but it's like, but that's what.
And it's because the community that was close enough. There's like that trust. Yeah.
Well, because I can't go out there in the street and kick a kid's ass. Where I know his parents are going to call the cops on me. Where in the world
can we go where we can beat up other people's children?
Pretty much anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here, right?
But no, he was like, but it is, you know, obviously like. Jokingly, but that is an example of like what it is, where it's like you can't go out there and in good faith tell some kid like, "Hey, dude, like get out of the street," like grab him by his arm. And pull him out
God
of the
forbid.
Street.
Yeah, God forbid.
And then all of a sudden he runs home and tells him that like, "Yo, the neighbor up the street, look at my arm, I got a bruise."
What are you laughing at?
He's just talking about
God forbid you squeeze him too hard.
But. You know, and so because of that, like, little motherfucker, I'm not going to intervene. I'm not going to reach out, like, and snatch the kid out of the fucking street.
He will not be his own personal Jesus.
I don't know. It's like, but it's a trickle down effect where because like people don't trust people. It's like there is no like you can't police like each other the way that it was when we were growing up. Like I said,
I believe like I've it's more difficult and it's not near as common, but I do believe those pockets still exist. It's just I feel like the people who live in them, they've been in them, and you can't easily just get into them.
No, I mean they do, and I mean to a degree.
Because I don't want to be like everything good in the world is gone, because it's not. But it's not. It's different, and it's.
He's not wrong though. He's not wrong because it's like, and nowadays it's a lot more.
And there's kids in our neighborhood that like if something were to happen and like you fucking were to like save this kid, there's plenty of parents in our neighborhood that'd be like, "Hey, thank you. Oh my God, like, I appreciate it." And there's other ones that it's like, you know. You're going to get a knock on your door, and it's like, "Excuse me, my kid said that you grabbed them by the arm." And it was like, "Did your kid tell you that they were about to get hit by a car that was driving down the street really fast, and that everybody was yelling at them to get out?" I saw. Yeah, that everybody's yelling at them to get out of the street, and they didn't hear them, and so somebody snatched him, and so now he's got a bruise. You know,
I think that goes to the point. That was what like Malcolm X talked about. Not to stick on it all too long, but Malcolm X talked about that years ago. You've been
trying to get to Malcolm X for a while now, so let's do it.
Years ago, swat that fool, swat that fool, swat that fool, swat that fool on the pad, swat that fool. Right, he's got that harsh. No, swat that fool.
Fucking hit him! Don't catch him, nigga! In my hat.
I'm bludgeoning this guy with the hat.
We're gonna have to bleep that. God,
where'd it go? I bet he's not dead. I bet he ain't even dead. That's not even like one of the mean ones.
That motherfucker went full blown West Bank.
He didn't even look like one of the mean ones. You know that? Like he didn't even.
That motherfucker.
I like to. Well, y'all the one getting on like, oh, get him. Get him. I'm like, what are y'all even talking about?
Did you think we wanted to take him home?
I mean,
he's trying to catch him.
I've never been handed a hat to kill a bug with. I never said someone get him. Like
Matt tried to cover the bug up, and then we were like, no, and then he just started beating it.
I went straight from the friendliest way to do it to like getting a.
Oh, my side.
It's like, hey, do we let him live? Yeah, we let him live. No, at least rough him up.
Beating his shit up.
I have to bleep it.
Oh yeah, man. Oh shit, fuck that. Streamers, man, I fucking hate them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a rant. I'm gonna be honest.
Streamers, talking about video game streamers?
No, not video game. Video games are cool. You got a purpose. Streamers, motherfuckers like Cenat, Aiden Ross.
What are those?
Exactly. I know y'all don't know. I know y'all don't know, but like
go around like
I see this shit.
Oh, this
I've spent. I'm not gonna lie.
Like they just the own reality show talking.
They're literally just streaming 24/7. They go to the fucking ice cream store and they got their little entourage with them and they're getting ice cream and then they're going
to the own reality show.
They're just streaming the entire time.
Yeah. It's a reality show of my life.
Fucking tired of streaming.
Dude, everything you're saying, dude, comes right into this article that I released today.
I'm so done with it. Like, seriously, like, I get it. I understand. It's like Mr. Beast, Aiden Ross, all the... Hey,
no, but they were doing something. That one called Mr. Beast stream. Like, they were doing, like, the people are just literally just like, I'm going to walk around and film everything. And it's a reality show. It's like, oh, I'm just making my own reality show.
It is and it isn't. It is and it isn't.
I guess I don't know the difference.
So, with the thing with the streamer thing is that you're right. Like, Mr. Beast initially had his own little show, right, where he did like his little
Mr.
YouTube
Beast,
channel.
I don't think of as like a streamer.
No,
though.
but he is now.
Oh yeah.
Like
No, I
that's
thought
all
he has like
does.
game shows on Amazon and shit like
yes,
that.
but
like,
he literally him and this dude Aiden Ross, who
Yeah.
are
I know
Aiden Ross,
is.
Cenat, this dude named Neon.
I Show Speed.
Yeah. They're all four like big time streamers, and they're always like they have somebody filming 24 hours. They're always like watching shit on the internet or being like
is what Matthew said, like a real life reality show. Because like when we were watching Jace that day, that's what he was watching was Cenat shit.
Yeah,
where it was like literally them,
the young
like
people, especially
at a fucking like rope swing place or whatever. Remember where it was like. Yeah, we're out here today at this, don't put the helmets on backwards. Oh, just like acting a fucking fool.
Yeah, and it's just like now that's all, the whole culture has turned into just streaming and everything is just streaming. And it's like, and it's all just like the saddest shit. Mr. Beast and this fucking dude, Aiden Ross, were sitting there. How much is Mr. Beast worth?
Dude, a few hundred, probably at least 100 million, if not more.
Bro's sitting there on the stream with Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross is also worth millions. And they're sitting there on the stream, and they're like, and comparing stuff, and Mr. Beast was like, yeah, I made 30,000 off that one kick stream thing we did. And the one dude was like, off the whole thing? He was like, no, just today. And what we did today. And he was like, what the fuck? Da-da-da. And then they start, he's like, what? And it's just like, I don't know, man. Just seeing them fools sitting there, just like scrolling their phones, like it's just like, what the fuck is going? It makes me. It's like I understand. Hang on, I understand that like some of it is natural, but it's to the point where it's like, bro, this is so fucking artificial. It's insane.
Oh, it's
so artificial. With like, it's like, who the fuck is even watching these dudes?
Kids, people growing up,
bro,
and that's just. And that's just okay. That's even an outlet. So, and it was because you're talking about something.
I'm very interested to see what you have.
No, it's just a quick. It's not a long thing.
No.
But it's more just you bring up all these things tonight, and it's more just. And it's something I've said in private before, but just realizing, like, you're talking about Mr. Beast making all that money so quickly. It sounds like, man, there's millions of people watching this, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone watching him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly.
He's got a huge following. So how big is this pie? You're talking about all these people watching. You're talking about that stuff with Nick Fuentes and all this like stuff. It sounds like you got all these views, and like I don't know a person's watching them, but I could like show you. I've got these random AI podcasts and things, and I'll see millions of views. You're like, I've never heard of any of that stuff. But it's like, damn, like the pie for content creation is massive. And it's only, I'm like, and I've always thought it's a sad, terrible thing. I mean, it is just what it is, but content creating being more and more of like a viable actual career path. Because I was doing, like, I was almost because I was researching. So people, when they think, oh, I want to be a content creator, you can't go in there thinking, oh, I'm going to make $1 million. But you just go in there with the mindset of, I put in 40 hours a week working at Walmart. I could put in 40 hours of intelligent work a week in trying to create content, and there's a good chance I could make $40,000-$50,000 a year. It's not saying everyone can do that, but the pie is that big to where it's actually, if people are intelligent about it,
you know,
to where it's just like you don't have to win the whole internet. Just the idea, because the stats and the numbers that like Patreon and like how much these companies are actually paying out a year on YouTube. Like Patreon costs $10 billion in lifetime.
One.
Yeah, and just being like, okay, and people start their own little
like
things.
Instagram
like, oh,
doesn't
Patreon,
pay.
hit this, whatever. And it just that's part of the game. Be like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stay committed. I might get 1 or 2 subscribers, but just like.
I want to say that it's like I saw some breakdown,
and you can.
I saw some breakdown
doing this.
No, it's not that I don't question that.
Oh yeah,
there's all of the proof in the world is there to show that people are making money streaming. I see so many people that I've never fucking heard of that are like, oh yeah, chat, like, oh, we just ran into this 19-year-old millionaire. Like, he shows us his bank. Oh yeah, look at that. And it's like some kid who's a fucking streamer that I've never heard of who's making millions of dollars, and it's like,
yeah, that's like the false dream where people think, oh, I can make millions. Like, and you probably can make millions, but if you actually do commit to doing something, you could possibly make more than working at a fast food restaurant or something. But it takes, and it's just an interesting thing that. Over time, I just see. I mean, you're seeing more and more shit pop up. I never heard this guy because more people are doing it and it's working, and it's just ridiculous.
And the point I guess I'm making about it is that I'm getting to the point where it's so fucking like I think that within a handful of years from now, we're gonna look back and the streamer thing is gonna be looked at like a fucking fad and an epidemic. It's like or a whatever, where it was like, oh yeah, people were doing all this fucking like the
I
influencers.
Don't think so, man.
I'm willing to be wrong. I'm fine with it, but I just think that it's like, personally, you could be totally right. I mean, I'm sure everything is trending in that rate. I understand that what I'm saying is like, it's more. Dude,
I'll tell you a crazy experiment. Before you go, if those goes up, I'll see like my little niece, my nieces.
Yeah,
are like 7 and 9. They'll be over here on their phones, and sometimes they'll put YouTube on TV, and I'm just curious, what are 7 and 9-year-old girls watching? Of course, it's like what the heck kind of YouTube channel is this? I don't even know.
Yeah,
but it being so outside of like. If I couldn't guess in a million years what they might be watching, to where the interest going towards the direction, like I just know that I can't speak well to trying to guess if we're gonna be think it's not gonna be some evolution of what it is right now, to where I think it'll be streamers, and I think it'll be more robust in variety of it.
You're probably right, but I just feel like eventually it's gonna more or less get to a point where it's gonna become an oversaturated market to where the margins drop and the amount of money. The amount of viewership you have to be able to make something is actually going to become absurd.
But I'm basically saying it's going the exact opposite direction, believe it or not, and that's the crazy thing. Like that's why I believe that people are going to keep doing it, and that it's going to be more and more eyeballs.
And again, I understand it's profitable. I get. I'm not arguing. I more than understand how profitable it is to just fucking 24. But like, think about like. I don't know. I'm just thinking of the grand scheme of things. The overall picture of society. It's like you think back. You look at the Bible, and it's like Sodom and Gomorrah, stuff like that. Like I don't know. It's like where would this fall in history? Where the fuck would just constant
Babylon?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Just constant fucking viewership, constant fucking streaming. Chat. What do we think of this? Oh, chat. This guy's on fire.
Yeah,
chat.
No.
This nigga's burning. Chat.
It's like just this nonstop sensational.
The fuck does all this lead to?
Oh, it didn't lead to anything good. Yeah, no, it didn't. I'm not saying I like it or want it.
No, I know, but it's like in thinking and understanding too. These people,
weak men, hard times,
and understanding too these people that are quote like it'd be like us doing this podcast setting out to be Joe Rogan. That's fucking absurd. It's like, and I feel like everybody's setting out
down the hall. We could just
right,
there.
And everybody's setting out to be like Mr. Beast. And so everybody's doing.
And the thing is, like, if
fucking,
people are trying to do it for a living, I can't fault them for it. You know, that's the thing. Like, we're not trying. I'm not trying to feed my family
anybody.
with it. But yeah, they see a template. They see something that works.
What he's saying,
they're gonna
what
try and follow
Mikey's
it.
saying is like the pie isn't there. Like, because
they're chasing something that
we grew up.
Yeah,
in a
that niche
world
market
where,
is already. They are that. They like. Yeah.
Well, no, but like.
Yeah, and think literally, there's. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to talk about like the world we grew up in with like the 3 to 5 big like media conglomerates or whatever.
CBS, ABC, NBC.
Only having 5 or 6 channels on TV. And so it was
and
like
then you had cable but HBO, but that was still like
fuck all that.
200 channel.
No, not even that part. Like at that point when you only had regular TV with 5, 6, 7 channels, it was like the ability for somebody to become famous. Like we have an idea of what fame is,
And we all been there. Like, we all been there,
Yeah,
we all been famous.
Well, we know how to handle it.
Man, we handle it.
But no, it's like it's one of those things where it's going to be rare that in the future I feel like we're going to see people that are famous the way that we
I completely agree.
Yeah. So it's like Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Oh, and just the same way you look at TV ratings. You hear about the last episode of MASH had like 100 million viewers. Oh, a lot of viewers now
happened.
is a couple million viewers.
Mr. Beast, and you're like, I don't even fucking watch his stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick Mr. Beast.
I completely agree.
Lineup.
The idea of a global celebrity, if you are, it's like you're the president or you're.
And that's the thing is that I think that like that's kind of what Mikey's saying is like that pie is only going to split up so many ways. I feel like at a certain point, correct? Like you're saying that like
I think it's that, and it's also too. It's that it's just like I think it's like where does it fucking lead? Is it if Mr. Beast? That's kind of my point. Hang on, that's my point. Let's figure this out.
You want to know how much he makes a year?
Yeah. How much? What's his net worth?
100 million, 150 million.
Like, I'm just curious.
I'm just guessing.
Okay.
I bet it's more than that, honestly.
175 million.
I think he's the AC.
1 billion.
His name is Mr. Beast.
It says he's a billionaire?
1 billion.
I mean, I guess I can believe it.
According to various reports from May 2025, Mr. Beast Jimmy Donaldson net worth is estimated at 1 billion.
I was gonna say, it's like
making him the 8th youngest billionaire in the world and the first YouTuber to achieve this milestone. First YouTuber.
So I'm saying, you want to know the pie is the fact that can get that high. A tiny 1% of that pie is like a salary. I'm just saying, like it being that absurd to where just getting a little bit siphoned off.
Again, I'm not arguing the ability to make money. I know that there's pie. I know there's plenty of pie there. That's not. I don't want to get hung up on that.
No.
It's that this fucking dude is worth $1 billion fucking dollars, and he's sitting there next to some dude after doing a stream, and he's like, they're both just like fucking mindless, like on the stream, like looking at their phone, and he's like, oh yeah, I made like they said I made like $30K off that kick stream we just did. But motherfucker, you're worth $1 billion. And is this where it leads? It's like, is this where some of this shit leads?
That's an example of where
you're worth $1 billion, and you're sitting here on a stream being like, I made 30, and this other dude, Aiden Ross, who was mad about it.
Yeah, but that's one stream, and all that shit is coordinated, dude. I'm not even joking. Like, they sat there and be like, oh, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to make a comment about this, and you react that way, and then they do it. Like, it's all coordinated to the whole, like, they're all playing into the persona that they test. Like, they're all leaning into whatever they've built of themselves.
I mean, are we doing that?
Dude, we're leaning hard.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm saying, like, to Matthew's point, where it's like, you're saying that they're leaning. I'm not gonna
fault him for doing that. Like, honestly, that's his brand. He's just doing his. I think it's stupid, but I can't. It is. I don't fault him for it.
No, but I think what you like. I guess my point was like you're saying that with like them, it's all planned and everything or whatever.
I mean, a lot of it is, I think.
But I mean, that's.
I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, like, I know so much of that crap. They get a rhythm and they get a flow of what they're doing when they're filming, doing all their stuff. If you're with the $100 million, they have a crew around them. They're sitting there and they'll talk. They get a flow of the BS that they do,
I get your point.
And it's like, I'll make a comment about this. It's like, that's cool. And you're, I don't know.
Say this.
And they do that. It's like, okay, you probably lost this many fans because they felt like, you makes that much for doing it, whatever. But then you might have connected with that many fans. And then they get stats on it and they look at interactions and they look at engagements on everything too. And if just looking at the stats that I can see on our YouTube random I know that they're tracking it and they're paying people to track engagement levels based on everything they release where it's I don't even that's why the idea of content it's a weird thing to just recognize this is just like a big thing, growing thing, and I know I'm gonna want to limit like my daughter to watching like
none of
good
it.
I'm not saying none of it because there have to be examples of good informative, like even old dude 3 of 7. He's a content creator. So technically,
the outdoor boys, the guys.
There's dudes that are actually creating. It's literally content that's helpful, educational, beneficial. Not this reality
and
TV
that's what I'm
BS.
saying. I think that's kind of like somewhat of the point I'm trying. I think that some of the forest is getting missed through the trees. Is that it's like I'm not like I understand there's money to be made. I'm not saying that there's only like.
How come we haven't made any of it?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I'm trying to.
I think it's because we haven't done this shit. We haven't done some weird shit. We haven't.
Chris quit his job.
I've been there for 20 years.
Chris quit his job. Didn't that count for something?
We're not doing some fucking goofy shit. That's the thing. If we went and stuck fucking cameras in people's faces and constantly streamed or something, I'm sure probably some shit would happen.
Slap my phone out of my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
If I wanted to go be a douche too.
Yeah.
Basically,
exactly. Yeah. Oh, I could get some fucking views. I could get some fucking clicks.
You're not allowed to fly that drone in North Park Mall. Oh, I couldn't do that.
Chad, where's the Chad at? Let's do the one. Wake up my daughter, Chris.
Hey, Chad. Hey, if I get 1,000 likes, I'm gonna wake up Matthew's daughter. Who won't see me do this?
That would be funny.
That's it. That's all it is, though. It's like
and that's literally.
We need to take a break because I think I just got a great idea for the segment.
No, but it's like that's
going there and wake up.
No, but that's the shit. It's like that's all I'm fucking seeing everywhere, and it's just like what is it? How much of this obviously
Matthew's got to go put his daughter back to bed.
I know that too.
You need to get off. You need to get off your phone.
I understand that, but here's the thing. I don't think that that's always like.
I know. I'm just saying that, dude. I don't mean that.
But we're not.
No, I get it. But also too is that it's like. I like to be on my phone and understand this shit to the extent where it's like I see the effect it takes.
Oh, definitely.
I see it's like understanding, like stopping it as I'm looking at this shit. Okay, what do they want me to feel? What is it in this video? What are they trying to get me to look at?
Like
so they're trying to build this idea of the reality that, like, okay, if you just go out there and you act, if you ride around with motherfuckers that drive 110, like there's this dude no license. You ever heard of no license? Look this motherfucker up.
Guess what he does?
Yeah. Look this motherfucker up. This dude drives like a fucking 100 through traffic in New York, and he and people in the chat. Oh my god!
I don't want to give him the views though.
Honestly. I understand. I'm just saying though.
I believe you.
But it's like this stupid fucking culture that's been created over just doing absurd fucking shit
to get views.
Yeah.
And you're just getting all these views, and it's like
it's douche tubing.
It's just like what the fuck is gonna where's it gonna end?
The best thing you can do to combat it is don't give him a view. Like that's it's not gonna make a difference, but that's the only thing
I
you
understand.
Can do.
Like, it's not. But my thing is with some of this shit
that like my wife used to get me to want to look at things, I would be like,
don't
show me because the best thing I can do to not make this continue is to actually not give it that one view.
And now we're back on the Cowboys.
I look at it a lot of the time as who the fuck is propping. That's my whole thing. Who the fuck is propping a lot of these fools up? How the fuck are a lot of these dudes making this money? And how is it that a lot of them are always ending up connected? They always end up in this little fucking crowd.
They start synergizing, and then they get views from each other, and then it feeds itself.
And then they start kissing each other.
Yeah, and it's all about the views, and then the views, they just bring in monetization, and then those bring in this, like, passive ad revenue.
I'm just not going to lie, it makes me feel, I love what we're doing, and I love the podcast. But if you want to start making
money, we're going to have to make some changes.
And I love the podcast, love what we're doing. I love Spotify. Shout out Spotify. Shout out all of our viewers
Shout
and
out
listeners.
Joe Rogan down here.
Joe Rogan down the hall. I really do, but it's just like it does kind of. It is something that I feel like we are somewhat. We are still somewhat in a way associated with that internet culture, and I think that's my thing. Is that it's like. What
else could we be associated with? I mean,
I'm just saying we are
so
doing.
Should we take our stuff
shit.
off of there?
No,
and, like,
I'm not saying we take our shit off of it, but knowing and understanding.
CBS deal.
knowing and understanding. Fool.
We stand with the megacorps.
Yes.
Like we're just we're available to slander everybody.
Just
else.
knowing and understanding that
be proud. It's obvious that we're not trying to play the game.
No. And
I said
fuck them fools.
We're doing our own thing, and that's
live,
and fuck them weirdos. I say that all for 100%. All them fools, all them little weird streaming motherfuckers that run around and do goofy shit. And all your little chains.
They might put us on blast, and then we can get some of their
and stick
put me on blast
in my face.
Talk shit
I'm
about
gonna put the headline of this episode. F you, Mr. Beast, Mr. Who else?
Fuck Mr. Beast.
Mikey
But I guarantee you, if Mr. Beast wanted if Mr. Beast wanted to run a fade, that's fine.
Bro,
dude.
I run a fade.
I'll send Mr. Beast back to Turkey for new teeth. Fool.
Yeah,
that'll be an experiment.
He's real. That's where he got
do segments where you just talk. We pick very famous streamers and just hate on them for about 10 minutes just to see if.
I'll run a fade with both. Kai Cenat, I'll say this. Kai Cenat seems cool.
Fucking 50 Cent.
He seems cool.
His song. He performed a song at. What was it? Summer Jam, like 96 or 97. It's called "How to Rob," and the song is hilarious because it's just talking about him robbing every fucking famous person in rap and hip hop at that time.
Oh, God.
He was like talking about like robbing Missy Elliott or whatever with Jermaine Dupri. He was like, I'll run up on him, I'll tell him blah blah blah. It's like, you put the hot dog down, just like. Talking shit about everybody in the rap industry.
Yeah, that he's never even remotely interacted with.
But it was just him being young and hungry and just dissing all these people. Like, who the fuck is this nobody that just got on stage?
For real. But like I was about to say, the Kai Cenat guy, Kai Cenat, I've seen enough of his shit to actually kind of feel like I'm kind of like, I feel like
you're in his corner.
No, it's not that I'm in his corner. I feel like he does a decent job at trying to it being aware of the realm that he's operating in and trying to avoid some of the bullshit. Like, I think, as far as I understand, he's like he knows some of the Hollywood shit and
connect their minds a bit better. And you're making some points that I think help me understand better the true message behind what you're saying. So if you could, I think you could get me there. And you're kind of saying some interesting things. We took a little break about just kind of realizing what a lot of and I was kind of tying it back to not just like content creation and just the way that society and young people are going, but just kind of even going as far back to the phone, the fact that people have the ability to consume all this garbage content in their phone, just being like that was like step number one. But this is what you're talking about with these these certain streamers.
Well, and then two, it's like, imagine y'all were like, again, to try and to bring it home in a sense. And I know that I understand I've done a poor job at talking to you before the show and all that recently about what I'm thinking. So for you to know where my head's at is absurd for me to assume. So it's like, but again, we've all grown up. Remember the era of Jackass, right? They had cameras. Yeah. They had to, it's like back then it was a little more involved to actually get a camera like that. You had to be invested. You had to
there's like a film crew going like, oh, they're doing something. This
and not only that, but like
totally uninvolved with the camera following you around to document it.
And it's like too, it wasn't something that was so like you had to have that idea, that unique idea for you and your buddies, like. It was a much more like
planned out, like,
and it was harder. You think of how much those cameras cost back in the day: $500, $600,
dude,
for some of those Sony digital. Even the ones that now you can get for like $150 that are cheaper now. But back in the day, brand new, they were like $600, $700. It wasn't just a couple kids
jacking around board one day because they have a phone.
So
it was like we have a plan. We're gonna actually put our effort and a good, thoughtful idea into this.
And so now And so it was like, that was kind of what paved the way for some of these streamers, was like Jackass.
Shot content.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was like bum fights, whatever shit that was live in the streets. Like the reason I say bum fights, because it was live in the streets. It was on location. They were like, "Hey, dude, fight each other." And they filmed
fights.
it was
Kimbo
Like,
Slice.
what will somebody do for $20?
Yeah.
Like,
And so it's where it all started. And then now you see that, like, it's gotten to the point where your most basic phones have the capability of having great video quality, as well as being able to upload to the internet, connection to the internet.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I just feel like it's given rise to this whole new like style of living. And it's like, while it may be profitable and it might lead to good things for you in a sense, but like thinking of the overall, where, you know, looking at yourself in the overall piece in history, like where you're going to end
society?
up, where does it lead you? Yeah, exactly. And where does it lead the rest of society to think
down this road of like, just go out there and demean yourself for content?
Yeah. And two, to think that also to like, again, like what I said about like, for us to, we weren't naive when we set out and just made this podcast. It was like, we're not doing anything. We might as well just sit together and come over once a week and do this.
Yeah, record it.
And it was like, we didn't set out to think we were going to be fucking Joe Rogan, but there's going to be kids that are out there thinking that they can be Mr. Beast or Kai or something, and they're going to do crazy, weird shit. There's probably there's a motherfucker that got shot in a shopping mall by some dude trying to do content.
Yeah.
Because he thought, and he kept following this guy, and the guy turned around and shot him.
There's no
because the dude.
And you wonder how many incidents or wrecks or things have happened, and we don't even know that there was some idiot trying to do content because they freaking died in the process or something.
The thing about it is, like, they happen way more often than you realize. It's like it's almost like one of those things we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where it's like crime in Dallas, where it's like it's like crime in Dallas doesn't get reported unless it's like big time crime.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, oh, somebody got murdered in Dallas last night. Cool. Like,
it's like
7 people got murdered in one place. It's like, that's a story.
And
like,
yeah. And two, like, I think my overall thing with some of the, it's like noticing what people are doing, I guess, since I've now, like, whatever algorithm I've ended up in, and however I've seen these things that I've seen, it's like, I'm seeing more and more that
just the vague terrible, like the things that I've seen.
It's like the extent that people are going to for views is fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
And to think of like where it's going to end up from that, it's like, it's not good.
Dude,
it's sad.
It's like people literally,
it's like
I'll tell you an interesting experiment.
Like
people literally paralyzing themselves. There's that.
Oh yeah.
The one of the latest ones is that fucking Nicki Minaj thing or whatever.
Oh shit!
Where it's like, I don't know. There's some picture of her like sitting with her legs crossed like that, like balancing, almost in like a pistol squat type thing. And so it's like, you know, one of those like online challenges. Some girl
like a form of planking.
Some girl is like fucking paralyzed from trying to do it because people are doing it on crazy stuff. They're like stacking shit.
Yeah,
up
it's like a type of
and so and there's a
it's just crazy psychologically. I just think that all of it. I'm fascinated again. Where does it lead society, and psychologically, where does it? Because I find myself again, because you were asking if I'd be willing to talk about it. It's like I've found just looking at how social media stuff affects you psychologically.
Yeah.
I can remember years ago, one of the reasons I got off Facebook, I'd find myself randomly typing in Facebook when I was trying to go to a different site.
Yeah,
I was trying to go to a different site, and I would start typing in Facebook, and I'd be like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And I'd exit out and be like summit.com or so, and it's like
it's just like.
But then I realized,
so
like,
programmed into it. This is crazy. I believe it. Dude.
And two, it's like you find yourself like opening up Instagram or something, or opening, and it's like, the fuck, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to look at this, like,
the dopamine hit, whatever. It's like your body's so programmed to want it that it's like,
and I feel
trying
like
to go there.
The only reason I want to talk about it is because it's like I'm recognizing, and I recognize the fuck it's doing and what it does to people, and it's like wanting to talk about it to the extent that other people understand, and that. Two, we actually question rather than just sitting back and just being like, oh, yeah, people are making money. I get it. It makes money. It's like,
as somebody that's a little bit
where the fuck is it going to lead
what's
everybody?
going on? Like, that's the thing. It was like you recognize that fault in yourself where it's like, I find myself going to this way too much. And it's like, well, what is it doing to people that don't recognize that they're doing this and that they're being fed this shit?
Yeah,
that
exactly.
It's like
They're just like drones. They're just turning into drones
because you like this. You like this because it's fed to you constantly, and then it's like, oh,
you just become a drone. You're just like, you just start repeating. You become automaton. Like that's what automaton is like. What Homeboy reminds me of your like some of the conversation.
Yeah, no.
Automatons.
Automatons. A lot of good classics.
But yeah, biggest comeback band. Who do you think's one of the best comeback bands? You heard about the All American Rejects? You heard about them having house parties?
Are you really talking about the All American Rejects?
I brought them up.
Swing from the tables of my heart. Chambers of my heart. I know that.
I think that's them that's doing the comeback. Is what I mean. I think they're the ones who were having the comeback.
Come on. Move along.
Have you not seen their comeback tour thing they've been doing? Dude, they've been doing. No, it's not. It's not house parties. I'm pretty sure.
Are you a fan of theirs?
No, it's so. Again,
I actually liked that.
No, I'm not joking.
I remember the first hit single was the swing. Like you're a kid.
Single side of my heart.
No, it's actually the chambers of my heart.
Okay.
I believe, because it was one of those things that people don't know the lyrics.
I
was in high school. I was dating this Jewish girl who liked them a lot, right?
Okay.
But then I remember going to college and they came back they had that song "Move Along." And I was living at the one house in Denton, and there's this other chick who like, I don't know, just they always kind of like. The singers was going, you know,
sounds like emo.
Yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure
they're like mainstream members. So All American Rejects.
Yeah, it says the All American. Let me see.
Are they live streaming right now?
Well, you know what that is.
Right? Are they doing a streamers tour?
No, hold on. They're not. I don't think they are. But I'm pretty sure that's the one. They're the ones that are doing it, and I'm trying to. If they are,
I believe that they would probably be looking for some money.
Well, it's not even that.
Like, it's kind of cool how it's all happened.
No, I've seen like different like bands do like little like live little concert things in little places that are really like. I'm like, cool. Like you could actually be a band and just throw a virtual concert. But if they're rocking out and doing it well, it sounds like they're doing that sort of thing, but in people's houses.
Yeah, I can't remember the date. I'll just send you this one.
So they're doing it at your house?
I think so. So they had just done one. Billy? It's like I don't remember where the first one happened. If this is the first one, I just sent you one. But it was like, at some point they did one somewhere, and then all of a sudden it caused all this stir on the internet, and it's like. They started doing a house party tour where they were literally people were like inviting, like letting them come play at their houses and shit. And there was a shitload of people showing up, a lot of fucking people. And of course, too, like what's more important, obviously, like with what we were talking about. Oh no, I texted it to you.
Oh, okay.
Is that they're using a lot of the shit they're generating is over the internet, a lot of the views and stuff.
Yeah, I know that's cool to see. Just because I've been thinking about just like that whole idea of like just doing a tour that instead of like filling a stadium, you just actually doing a live concert and people being able to watch it to where like because I remember saying some Jason before like dude, like you could play music and just like you could just do live streams if you do a concert.
I think it was Jack White did that in the last like year or so or something like that.
Dude,
like, didn't he just put out a new album or something?
Yeah, this is.
But I want to say he did something like that too, where it was like pretty much like how we saw the Toadies, like guerrilla shows.
Yeah, so like, this was at Mizzou. 5/18/2020.
So this
was only got 46,000 views.
But this was a little bit after they had they had done their first one. It's like they just did one and a bunch of people showed up.
This is the song. Come along, move along.
Probably gonna get hit with a might not want to play too much of it.
Why?
The band.
You get hit
with
the copyright for having music in the.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I do think that's a real good song though.
That is a good song. Play it. I don't care.
It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, that actually was a good song.
Yeah. Is it like he's got no school?
Yeah.
I've been to shows like
hey. They're having a good time.
Hey there, girl.
That is cool. I like seeing that on a
So if you look it up, they've done a whole tour where they've done like a house party tour where after they did it at one house, it took off. And people were like,
fraternity or sorority house.
Yeah, exactly. That was at Mizzou. And so after that, it was almost like, I guess, where they decided, like, hey, we're going to do a house party tour. And I guess wherever they were getting the most traction, that's where they made the tour. They did it along those lines. But either way, they made this huge comeback by doing house parties and playing shows.
Guerrilla music, man.
It's cool. I think.
See, this is content I can get down with.
That's what I'm saying. And I only find that type of shit.
I think that's the true way to like, beyond what we're doing, we're creating content that's... It might not make you smarter, but it sure as hell shouldn't make you dumber. Hopefully it won't make you any dumber.
Yes.
I'd like to think you might...
Maybe at least be like...
Yeah, but you hopefully won't be dumber by checking us out to where...
I would hope so.
It's one of those things like people intentionally making good content. It's like... It's one of those things, it's weird. You think, like, well, how do we stop it? Well, it's not going to go away. And, it's like makes me think people talk about, I couldn't have a kid today or something. I don't want to raise a kid in this world because whatever. It's like, well, how do you want to change the world? You have to raise a kid and raise them to be better than that. So it's like, well, how do I want to stop this stuff? I have to be an active force against it, and that's what the Mikey Me podcast is.
What do you think the biggest flop movie of this year has been so far that you've seen?
Of 2025?
Yeah, that you've seen so far.
That I've seen?
White.
Or that
I'm aware of.
that you've seen.
I mean,
the one that you think, okay, not just flop, but just one that you feel like was hyped to an extent that you just totally like didn't get any expectation. You were like, this is a garbage movie.
And off subject, kind of. I showed this to Mikey the other
Sinners?
day. I meant.
What'd you think of Sinners?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sinners. I talked to you about this, didn't I?
It was a somewhat loaded question.
Thank you for reminding me. Sinners.
What'd you think about Sinners?
What did I think about it?
I'd love to know what you thought about it.
How much time you got, brother?
I got all the time Matthew has.
It's on that thing.
However, and the only thing I have to say that's
why.
If you don't
whenever
have
I got on
nice
like
to
Rotten
say,
Tomatoes and saw like above 95% for critics and audience score and stuff, it's like okay, for it to tout
I didn't know
and
that was
see all
as high as it were.
It might be lower now. That was like right around when it came out.
When it dropped,
but. I just felt like it would if race didn't exist and people could literally watch a movie without having anything in the back of their mind that had to remotely consider what's people think that's absurd. That's absurd. We live in a world where that exists. Yeah, I get that. But if there was any way to reverse things to be like. If you saw a movie and just thought it was structured poorly or certain narrative things weren't done well, and you just literally were to gauge it like you're a blind person, maybe, right? Like, how did this flow? And like what else? But of course, not blind.
No, I get
I'm
it.
trying to make a point.
I know.
I'm trying to make a point to where if you're just trying to like for like I feel like a true critic of film or something. If
that thread, thread you can follow.
Yeah,
or
for me personally. So I went into it wanting to like. I didn't go into it expecting to be as disappointed as I was. I went into it thinking, I bet this is a good deliver.
It'd be a pretty good movie.
I bet it's a good deliver, right? And I was, I'm like, man, they kind of jump from this to this, and then they jump to this thing.
How far in did you start having like concerns? How far into the movie were you like, oh shit, this isn't?
So start out pretty cool with the first scene. Probably pretty early, whenever I could barely understand the main dude
narrative.
speaking. Let alone Ryan. I feel like they.
That was like me and Chris when we watched Tom Hardy's.
Oh my god!
Like they couldn't really understand.
Minutes.
Like they had the guy with the deep voice speaking, but then they had.
It's like
what's Michael B. Jordan is playing the twins, and you could barely understand him most of the time.
Oh shit!
And then everyone hates racism. Everyone hates it.
Well, yeah.
But I tell you what. Whenever like the movie's basically over. The movie's basically over. But they made they like find a way. It's like, oh yeah, but this place he owned was owned by some KKK people, so he's gonna pull out a machine gun and mow down these KKK people because that's completely irrelevant to
why
what
do you,
the,
why yeah
but I
why
guess
is
maybe
that?
it was on the plot. Maybe I wasn't.
Matthew,
maybe I was missing.
Shoehorn.
Maybe I'm missing the whole message of the movie.
You weren't
shoehorned
you got
it was
the
probably
whole
shoehorned in
because I thought it was like an interesting vampire thing, but probably had some message
Yeah.
against. I'm just saying, I've seen movies that have messages against terrible things that have
Racism.
happened in racism that have been done better.
Radio.
Remember
I'm
the
just
Titans.
saying, like,
No, those are
like, I
good
hate
ones.
reading, but I'm just saying, I feel like it was like
say
he's
what you
right.
want
I feel like
about
it should-
Ryan
I feel like it
Gosling,
was-
but he was an absolute liability.
could have been a lot better
cornerback.
to make them like. I feel like people were giving it a free pass on a lot of just poorly executed
man.
story.
Yeah, that
things.
sounds like
And
like why I haven't watched movies since.
And a lot of that, I feel like
2016.
too. Like you were saying, people giving it a pass. It's like I don't know if that's just the overall like movie. If you're in that sphere of things and you're reviewing stuff and you're talking about it,
I was just-
you
I was
can't.
ex-
If you shit on it, what does that do for your career? Because there's a lot of there's a lot of hype around that movie.
No.
And,
Oh, and
Yeah,
it did
I
well, and
agree.
I'm sure you read
Yeah.
great things about it being. But
Yeah.
dude,
No,
in a few years, I don't expect anybody to be going
No,
back.
they
Wait,
won't.
let's watch this movie
That's
because
like-
it's great.
they
It's
won't.
not going to stand the test
you
of
want to know
time.
one?
I feel like there's like 4 fucking movies over the last 10 years that are going to stand the test of time. Like, I mean, not literally, and that, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Where, and that's
only
kind
one
of my
you need to
point
know.
where it's like, well, like
Tenet.
the movie Don't Look Up, like how much you loved that one.
It was very
And-
funny. It was very,
No, and
very funny. I know you didn't like.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
I think
too,
I'll
is
laugh
that
at it.
It's like,
I
but
think I'll continue.
no, but the same way that like you feel like they were shoehorning this shit into the Sinners movie. That's how I feel like when
the
I
thing
watch.
is, that was at the end, and that's not even the movie was a bad movie, and that's just
No,
I
that's
know,
a
I
little
know,
footnote
but I-
on that was unnecessary.
No.
But the whole vampire subplot,
get
and then
that.
they come up with this dance scene, like choreographed thing, and then this whole thing where like they're in the bar and the guy's playing like blues guitar, and like it does some like artistic thing where like there's modern day musicians and like modern day people dancing in there, like it's like some abstract artistic, really highfalutin scene. I'm telling you, dude, it was like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's like a scene where in the barn,
It
and they're
sounds
like,
like-
he's like, whenever he played the guitar, it was like it transcended
Yeah.
something. And then like you see somebody from dressed in 80s clothes dancing around, and you see somebody from like a different era, and they're all in the barn magically in this tableau scene together. And then it just ends, and then everyone's like back in the old time dancing. It's like, okay, dude, this is not that.
Did you? Okay, so here's the question. I have. Oh, okay. A movie. I wanted to comment, and I wondered if you've
Like
seen
if it were
If
done
you feel
well, it would have been awesome. But yeah.
okay. Okay, so the
we
movie.
don't do that here.
The movie. This is one that I had forgotten about. Honestly, I was scrolling not long ago in movies, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I found this movie. I'm like, the fuck, this looks cool, and I
Scrolling on the colon.
I wasn't aware if I had seen it. And I like start watching. I'm like, okay, I've 100% seen this movie. I forgot, but I realized like. That's a fucking good movie. Hotel Artemis.
Oh, Hotel Artemis.
Did you watch that one? It was like
I don't know if-
2018, I think. Because it was after one of the John Wicks. Because that's
Yeah, I'm
why
trying to remember
I
if
think it got
I saw
lost in the
I remember it, but I'm trying to remember if I've.
Jodie Foster. Hotel Artemis, and then it had the fucking dude. What's his
the
name?
black dude, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Check the preview.
No,
Or the
yeah, I
trailer.
remember this. Yeah.
It was a good movie.
I don't think I got through it.
Why? Jodie Foster. Who? Oh, Jeff Goldblum. I see.
We've got a
Dave
hotel.
Batista.
It's called the
Artemis.
Artemis.
I might have
And,
got through it.
a lot of people don't know that.
So you just watched the recent
Artemis. Is,
No, I had watched it.
actually the name
I had
of the
watched
hotel.
it a long time ago. I watched it, yeah,
Fascinating.
2018. That's what I
Yeah.
said. I thought it was. I watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
But then I just like totally forgotten about it. And then I was looking through
7
movies.
years ago.
I was looking through movies, and then I saw
years
it,
ago.
and I'm like, wait a
8 years
minute.
ago, that's
And I was like, how have I not seen this? And I'm like, this has some big name actors in it. And I click on it and I'm like, okay. And I'll start watching it. And I'm like, oh no, I have seen it. But it was one that
almost
I thought
10
it was
years
pretty
ago.
good. I thought it was pretty good. Hotel Artemis.
You shut the fuck up.
No, I love this actor. Honestly, he's
You do?
Oh, yeah,
he's
I
in
do
that
too.
show. Freaking,
Have you seen it? You say you did see it, right?
Yeah, but it was It's literally like whenever it's been 8 years. It's
Yeah.
been 8 years.
No, it's pretty cool. It's like Jodie Foster pretty much plays. It's like in a sense, like I think it's just like John Wick inspired by the fact that like the hotel that she's at is, you know, it's like more or less for
A safe zone.
yeah, exactly for like assassins
like
and stuff
it's
like
Hotel
that.
Artemis connected to John Wick.
See,
home-
there we go.
yeah,
No,
home
it says
base.
it is not exactly, and I didn't
Home
think it
base and
was.
freeze
Like the
tag.
Continental.
I didn't think it was. I thought that what happened was that somebody pretty much watched John Wick and was like, "This would be a cool."
It was
movie to
seriously
make,
like
like-
Armageddon and Deep Impact.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's
how
like
they used to do that with movies or fucking. Event
this is one though.
Horizon
This is
and
one though that I would
Sphere.
say that I think got lost.
Sphere was.
Yeah,
think
no, it
got,
totally did.
I think it got lost
It totally
because of
did.
John Wick. It got lost in the John Wick stuff and all that, and I think it's a good movie.
No, yeah, no, I definitely.
good
I need to
flick.
go back.
Plus,
and
it's
watch
got
it.
Charlie Day in it.
And so
so-
Sophia Boutella, I like her.
At one point, it was on Tubi.
I think Charlie Day cancels out Jeff Goldblum for me in this one.
There you go.
So
He's about half his
might
height.
actually check that one out tonight.
You should. You should.
Maybe not.
You should do that.
Don't tell
But-
me what to do. I do what I want.
How about we do a quick quiz before we wreck
Let's
it
do a
up?
quiz.
let's quiz
Let's
it.
go quiz.
It's been a
Got
while
my
since we
quiz
tested
hat
how
on.
smart we are.
Quizimendation of the week.
Pretty smart.
See our collective
Smarter than you
brains.
are, dude.
But smarter than you'll
Super
ever be,
smart.
mother.
Smarter
You know, I
than
was. I think it's late enough in the episode now to where my Tia Mary, one of my Yolanda's sisters, she just found. I think it was yesterday. Stephanie was telling like, "Oh, I was talking to Mary. Called me about, if we're able to maybe go do or some." She just talking to her, and she was like, "I was like, oh no, Matthews does this podcast." So she's like, "Podcast?" He's like, "Yeah, he does a podcast with his friend." She's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So she plugged it. So
That's pretty
we should
sweet.
check it out.
Yeah.
I love Mary. She's great.
Gotta-
It makes me think of a story that this is from my wife, and I'm only saying this because there's maybe one person that will get this far. But you ever have you have relatives that give. If you have a kid, they might try and give them treats and stuff, which is fine. And this isn't actually today, but like there's a cookie that this lady was. My daughter's getting all these cookies, and I'm like, well, you just needed to go and tell them that we're trying to have our daughter eat healthy, and just if we'd appreciate it if you don't try and sneak her cookies, just because we really want to, and that
Try and turn
and
your
that
baby into a torture.
if you catch her doing it, that you could punch her skull in.
Oh shit.
And my wife thought that was funny, the image
shit.
of punching somebody's skull in, because
Punching
the
it,
lady was like 88 that
It's
she
like-
was saying it to.
And
She was like,
then
"That's
And
fucked
so
up."
I
no,
pulled
she
up-
did. That's what she said. Steph, I'm like, this is a terrible moment of being a husband. I don't know what it is, but Stephanie's at the sink, and I sit there, and then I sit there, and I just start laughing, and I'm like, she's like, that's just a terrible thing to say, Matthew, and then I'm just sitting there laughing,
And
and
then I
that's
pulled
called
up
how
the
you have
scene-
fun in a marriage.
I pulled up the scene from Irreversible to illustrate
Dude,
what
that's
it is
exactly what I was thinking.
It's like, do you know what that actually entails? Yeah,
and
dude,
then we're
it's like,
referencing an 88-year-old lady. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's terrible. How do I get to our website?
You know the sound that men make when they're strengthening their body.
yeah. He was like, come back
Straight thing.
inside. He was like, I gotta stand out here and smell your cuisine.
Cuisine.
No, the word.
Okay,
Can you remember, Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Sorry,
see.
she's intimidated.
Player,
by the
I'll be
sound
player
men
one.
make
Are we
when
all
they're
doing the same
I'm
straightening
one?
their
player
bodies.
three. I'm three. We'll do in a row. 1, 2, 3. You're 1, 2, 3.
Okay, do we all want to pick the same one?
Genital knowledge.
Or do you need to pick?
Let's just all pick
go
general
all
knowledge.
Okay, I'm going first here. Well, the general hard.
Hard.
First to 10. Like the quadrilingus reversum is best described as which of the following?
Good
I'm have
luck.
to go with the
Good luck.
theorem.
Fuck.
Nope.
That's obvious, dude.
Yeah, percussion instrument.
That was obvious.
All right, Chris. How many calories are in a 355 milliliter can of Pepsi Cola?
Obvious answer.
155.
Obvious.
150.
It was obvious. It was 150,
off,
dude. That's
Mikey,
easy.
you have the opportunity to take the lead here. Do
Easy.
you want to go hard?
Yep. Obviously. You've both done hard.
Yeah. Which one of these Swedish companies was founded in 1943? We have Claes Olsen, H&M,
Easiest.
IKEA, or Lindex?
IKEA.
This is bullshit.
IKEA.
This is fucking IKEA.
This is the easiest.
Yep.
Bam. Obviously, IKEA. Dude, my
right, go ahead.
GN is great.
Here we go. Here we go.
going.
Let's see.
My general knowledge.
Located in Chile, El Teniento is the world's
Obvious.
largest underground mine for what metal?
Obvious.
Ooh, Chile. They would be
Obvious.
copper.
Obvious. Obvious, Matthew.
And Matthew's right with the
Obvious. It's an obvious one. Copper. We knew Mexico
so
silver.
obvious.
We know Mexico
So
silver.
obvious.
It's so obvious.
Thank you, Lord, for that obvious.
Chile's not Mexico. That's fucking
I know, but I'm saying we knew that it wasn't silver because silver, the largest silver reserves
totally
are
guessed.
Mexico.
Hi, Chris. Disney's Haunted Mansion is home to a trio of hitchhiking ghosts. Which of these is not one of them? We got Phineas, Harry, Ezra, and Gus.
Obvious.
Don't listen to Mikey.
Obvious.
But maybe you should. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it, Phineas.
Fuck. Okay. That's
He's like,
How the
I
fuck
was
did
trying
they
to
do?
help my brother.
shit.
All right, Mikey.
That was an obvious
The word
one.
abulia means which of the following? An ability to stand up, a feverish desire to rip one's clothes off, an ability to make decisions, the inability to concentrate on anything.
I want to phone a friend.
The abulia.
I'd like to phone a friend if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and call him.
Googling the answer.
You Facebooking the answer? You calling, who you calling?
Turns out my phone's on silent because that's who he's calling.
Phone a friend.
You better take that call, Chris.
Yo, fool, I'm finna win $1 million. The word abulia means which of the following? The inability to stand up, a feverish desire to rip one's clothes off, the inability to make decisions,
Hold on, Chris,
the inability to
I think I
concentrate on
have
anything.
abulia right now, and I think that's the inability to make a decision.
I think I'm gonna go with the inability to make a decision. Fuck yeah, dude! My phone a friend
who'd you just
paid
talk to?
off,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
You gotta
Way
phone
to
a
use
friend
that,
every now
dude.
and
Way to
then.
use that.
Use your phone a friend.
I am
I've lost
really
my
good
phone.
at not making decisions.
Use your phone.
Okay,
a
who
friend.
found the Khan Academy?
Easiest. Easy. So easy.
Khan Academy is the online thing, isn't it?
Bro,
Easy.
you got a 1 in 4 chance on this one. Get fucked.
I think I know.
Ben?
You want to phone a friend? No.
Nope, it was Sal.
I was gonna say you could have
Khan.
phoned a friend, fool.
Hey, no con do.
I see what's going on here.
No con do.
Can't catch a break.
There we go.
I'd get your.
In Resident Evil 3, how many inventory slots does Jill have at the start of the game? 8, 12, 6, or 10?
6.
Oh, yeah, dude. I could have swore it was 6.
I mean,
Mikey?
every video game is always like the minimum amount of slots. So.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
All right, Mike. Oh, come on.
Are you
Which of
shitting
these
me?
Swedish companies was founded in
shitting
1943?
me?
I think I'll take IKEA. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the one that doesn't update. We're switching from general knowledge, guys. I think we've covered all the questions.
How about we go to fucking history or sports or
Geography.
Yeah, let's
Geography.
throw this out somewhere else.
I suck
Geography,
at geography.
here we go.
I'm fucking ass.
This is me. What's the most populous Muslim majority nation in 2010?
Oh.
That's gonna be.
Oh shit.
Whose
the
question
most
is this?
populous? Mine. This is
2010.
mine.
Whose question is this?
Mine.
Matt. It's
So gotta think-
Hang on. Yeah, it's not in Indonesia's.
Yes,
gotten-
I'm not thinking of like
Indonesian. I will
who's
say
got the
this.
largest population.
Time out. After that tsunami, Indonesia went all fucking Muslim.
It was Indonesia.
Told you.
I was about to say.
No, it's just a matter. I'm just trying to think of the size of the population. I didn't know well enough.
The reason
the
I
thing
said that is
about-
because their whole population literally switched religions after the tsunami because they were like, we got fucking destroyed because we've been drifting from God. So their whole entire population like switched
See,
to
that's
Muslim.
good. That's good stuff. Not the. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Chris, what's the land connecting North America and South America?
Is this mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Isthmus Panama.
The isthmus. You sure it's not Earls?
I think
No,
it's
the-
You sure it's not Australasia?
Yeah, no,
I don't think
this-
they made that one up.
No.
Probably not, though. Look at that.
fucking bullshit.
Mike, you could win it here.
Guy gave
Oh,
him a
because I know
softball.
the Urals in Australasia.
Guy gave him a softball.
Which of these cities has a 4 degrees east longitude?
Easy. Fucking
Toronto,
easy.
Hong Kong, Amsterdam, or Rio de Janeiro?
I wish they'd give me a hard one. I wish they'd give me a hard one.
And, me singing.
Hong Kong.
No,
Oh, Amsterdamster.
I would have said Rio.
Yeah, I know that's what you give me to say. You're fake news.
What is the year on
He's
the flag
fucking
of the
trying
U.S.
to pull me
state
off.
Wisconsin? What year is on the flag?
Obvious
of the US
one.
State Wisconsin.
Obvious. This was obvious, Matt. Come on. Look, when was our nation
1901.
founded? Fuck are you? God.
Come on, bro.
Dude, they are so dated. Chris, which of these is not a real tectonic plate? We got
Obvious.
The Nazca plate, the Eurasian plate, the North American plate, the Atlantic plate.
This is obvious. Obvious.
Did we break
North
them?
America.
Oh, Atlantic.
Yeah, that's the one that I wanted. I was gonna say Atlantic, honestly.
Okay, Mikey, which country was not formerly part of
Oh, my
Yugoslavia?
God.
Serbia, Croatia, Macedonia, Albania.
Macedonia, you mean?
Macedonia, Macedonia. I mean, you can. I'm not going to tell you how to use your words, son. How to pronounce
Macedonia.
them.
Fuck.
Albania? What the fuck?
That's what you get for
Albania.
believing that false confidence.
No, I was just saying you.
He thought you
mispronounced
pronounced
the
it
name of
wrong.
I just said you.
He thought you
mispronounced
pronounced it
the
wrong.
name. It's Macedonia. It's in the Bible, bro.
That was my mistake. I genuinely thought it was Macedonia.
I
Well,
thought
it shows what I know. I told you.
I thought it was too, but like,
Well, no, I thought. I realized you thought he mispronounced
Geography.
it, though.
Here we go. Which country is completely landlocked by South Africa?
Oh, obvious.
it's mine.
No, this is mine.
Would you like to? Which country is completely landlocked by South Africa? I'll tell you which
South
You want to go kill a cougar?
Africa.
one. Zimbabwe or
This is mine.
Bosnia.
Completely landlocked. Nope, Lesotho.
That's what I thought.
see,
Laosha. That's what I said.
I would have thought that too.
Obvious.
Should I bump it down to medium?
History. Go to history.
Should I bump it to medium?
Yeah, fuck
Hard.
it. Why not?
Yeah, we want to end at some point. And what year was the famous 45-foot tall Hollywood sign first erect?
Obvious.
1923, 03, 13, or 23?
No, 33.
33? Okay. Oh, you should trust your instinct, Chris.
I thought about it. Yeah, it roaring 20s, but then it
Yep.
was like I was thinking.
Give me
after
mythology.
the comeback.
Hard. Mythology. Hard.
In Greek mythology, who was the daughter of King Minos?
Easiest. Ariel.
You got Ariel? No,
Fuck.
it's Ariadne.
Grande.
Fucking shit.
I'm going to TVG hard. We just gotta get. So he just need to get one more point. In Star Trek, what is a Klingon delicacy of Gach made from?
Shit.
Spaghetti noodles.
King worms, earthworms, serpent worms. It's obviously serpent worms because that's the only one that's not like a fucking that and spaghetti. Serpent worms.
No,
Serpent
I've been
worms.
eating
Is
it.
this yours?
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Matt's.
mine.
It's
Yeah.
Matt's. In Star Trek, what was
Spaghetti
the,
noodles.
No, it's
Yeah,
gotta
but it
be
looks
it's
like
gotta
that.
be earth or serpent. It's gotta be earth or serpent. King worms.
I remember them eating it, but
I feel like it's earth or serpent. Like think about it. It's not.
I know, but it's
spaghetti.
not-
It's
It's-
called gag.
serpent. Wait. That's what I would think. That'd be my stupid reaction.
it's not like earthworm. It's not. This could be.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's bam, serpent worm. See,
Cheating. Dude.
it's obvious. That's fucking obvious.
Hang out.
Ball questions.
Chris,
See,
just pick your. Chris,
Pick
pick
your-
something
something.
stupid. Entertainment comics. That's Chris's or science gadget. Give Chris science gadgets. I did
Science
mythology.
Mike
gadgets
gave me a
hard.
show.
Science gadgets hard. Let's
It
see.
is. Let's see.
Who built the first laser? We got Tesla, Eva
Easy.
Clark. We got the Mayman,
This is-
Jack Kilby.
You can use a phone a friend.
I mean, I feel like we live in a simulation. And if we live in a simulation, then the motherfucker that built the laser had to be named Kilby.
All right.
Jack Kilby. Fuck!
Mayman is close.
Fuck.
We went to church.
You should use your phone a friend, dude. Nope. I Googled it.
All right, Mikey.
We're free balling this
You need 1 point.
Entertainment, film,
Whoops.
hard. Okay, what is this?
Music?
Yep, music, hard. Fuck it. We're here.
Who sings rap song Secret Wars Part 1? We got Master Killer, MC Frontalot, Bus Driver,
This is easy as
The Last
obvious.
Temper. Bus
Who
Driver's one of
sings
those
the
I've heard
song
of.
Secret Wars Part 1? Master Killer, MC. This is obvious.
Call Gray.
This is MC.
Call Gray
This is
Dodd.
MC Front Lot.
MC Frontalot?
Yeah.
You think he
Yeah,
was
it's obvious.
Oh, that's the Last Emperor, fool.
Fuck.
Fedor Emelianenko.
You know what I mean? I was hoping I'd nail it and then be like, damn, he really knew that.
Hit him with the walk-off.
Entertainment
really knew
books.
that.
Which classic horror character killed Elizabeth Lavenza? That was Werewolf.
Couldn't I get this? This is
Frankenstein's
obvious.
monster.
I knew that. That's obvious.
Okay, we're just gonna be we're going to Chris. How fast is USB 3.1 Gen 2 theoretically?
Oh, that's obvious, Chris. Come on.
3.1 Gen 2 is the blue ones. Oh,
5.
10.
Yeah.
Mikey, we're gonna give you sports on easy.
No.
Who won the 2015 Formula One World Championship?
Lewis Hamilton.
I think he's right.
Yeah.
That was hard fun.
That's seriously like easy mode.
Look at that. You earned it. That was a good win, Mikey.
You know what the best part is that 2 of my 3-point answers were the same question.
And what was that?
IKEA.
Fucking IKEA.
IKEA. Which one of these Swedish brands? It's like, I don't know. IKEA.
That game,
Maybe.
the other one is more
Needs some
fun.
work.
I get it. It's fun.
That's good.
I
That's
enjoyed
good.
it. I had fun.
Exactly. It was trivia of ages.
It was trivia.
Oh, well,
You want to give your recommendation?
unless one of you would like to go
I
first.
have one.
Yeah, go ahead and expose it. Go ahead and whip that bad boy out.
Please. Yeah, most of y'all have Netflix. If you don't, motherfuckers stream it illegally. But go watch Dark. Please just go watch Dark, man. It is hands down the best show you will ever watch in your entire life.
See,
It is the most. It is. I feel as though that watching the TV show Dark.
Yours?
No, that was mine from a couple of weeks ago.
Watching the TV show Dark is legitimately, I feel like it grows your brain. It expands your consciousness. I feel like it is something that is like it.
Have you started watching it again?
Yeah, and I
what
just
time
think
is
it's.
this?
I just think it
Your
should be
third
watched.
for fourth time?
Third time, and I think it should just be watched.
Is this the first time for the lady?
She's never. She still hasn't watched it.
She.
I started playing
It's funny.
it.
You started the choo-choo train up. You're giving her the opportunity to jump on and ride the train. Mm-hmm. And the train's going off. You're like, honey, I got this train ticket. I'm hoping you hop on.
My
know the
thing
feeling.
is,
I know
my
the
thing
feeling.
is that it was like I told her about it and she was all down. She knew how into it I was. I started playing it, and once she realized that like some of the
dubs.
accents were dubbed, she started to kind of lose interest. And it's like, for me
Gotta
though,
make her read it.
they're not. For me, it's not dubbed like badly. It's not like the Chinese, like the old kung fu movies where they're super bad.
The story and everything is
It's-
powerful enough to my brain can just make the
No,
adjustment
I didn't
for.
even. I watched.
I didn't. I'm like Chris.
I
It took me
watched
like
it
an
in
episode.
subtitles. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
me
didn't,
too.
I didn't finish it, obviously,
But I do prefer like.
Dude.
But no, I did
Yeah.
because, like, I've told this story several times on the podcast. That's one of the few that, like, my girl at the time, we were 2 or 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
And I picked up the remote and I was like, fucking turning it up. And she was like, it's crazy, right? And I was like, what? She's like, you just fucking turned it up, but you don't know what the fuck they're saying. I was like, oh my God, you're right. She's like, I did the same thing, you know, because it was in subtitles, but it's
Yeah.
like you're sitting there turning it up. Like, what are they fucking saying?
What are
And
they-
it's
what's
like,
going on?
Oh, you reacted like that would you would
like
be able to understand
that I would
them,
be
but
able to understand it more clearly. Like,
That's funny.
There were subtitles on. I couldn't understand what the fuck they were saying anyway.
Yeah, the subtitles didn't get larger.
On silent.
Yeah.
I could have been watching it with totally muted, but I turned it up because I was so into it that it was like,
turn my headphones up.
Yeah. You can't
Dude,
just put velvet in them shits.
That's my recommendation. I know I make it as a joke all the time, but like,
I love Dark.
I know you do. I know you do, and that's what you're literally. You're
the other person.
You're the only fucking person. You are the only fucking person.
I believe it.
I've told even the people I know that like shows and stuff haven't watched it.
Yeah, people don't listen to people. People, even your friends.
You were the
Chris ain't finished The Wire.
You were the only one that I've literally talked to who's actually seen. And you weren't. That was the thing about it. You never told me to watch it. I
watched it on my own.
Me and the girl, like Chris said, me and the girl that I was with at the time, I started watching it, and Chris told me about it. He was like, "Yeah, that show Dark on Netflix or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, you should check it out. It's pretty cool." And then because I had seen it pop up, and then he mentioned it to me, and so I watched it. Chick I was with fell asleep like no time in. I just stayed up and watched like 2-3 episodes, and then. I kid
how
you
far
not.
along into this rewatch are you right now?
2. Just 2 episodes. But it's seriously just like, I think that, again, like, what's so fucking cool about it is that in the very first episode, there's a very, like, it seems innocuous. There's a scene that happens. But the reason I love the show in a way is that it's like that scene that happens literally explains the entire fucking show.
No, that's
that scene that goes down like between Mikkel and his dad.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there at the table.
Oh, yeah.
He's sitting at the table with his dad, and his dad was like looking at him to get dressed to go to school. And because he's wearing the like skeleton costume.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, one more trick, Houdini, because his son liked to do magic tricks. And so then he does the magic trick of he puts the fucking ball underneath the cup and he moves it around.
Yeah.
And he, like, his dad picks the cup and the ball wasn't there. And then he, like, opens the other one. He's like, how'd you do that or whatever? And he's like, the question isn't how, but when. And that literally explains the entire fucking show. And it's just like, it's not how, but when. And it's seriously, it's just, I don't know. That's it.
Well, and it's funny, too.
It's like Twin Peaks, like in the sense, but condensed, like in a whole different level.
Yeah, it's its own whole other masterpiece.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's like
him mentioning that one.
Yeah,
because I'm sure there's plenty of things like you caught that going back watching it again, where there's a scene in the first episode or something, or in the first couple that encapsulates it. Not necessarily the same degree, but Arrested Development. If you've never watched at least the first 3 seasons, nothing happened after 4. But the first 3 seasons of that show, like...
The value of the rewatch
oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so, like, and...
The jokes like that you didn't get because,
You can rewatch that show 6 fucking times. And there will be jokes in there that you didn't catch the first
they're
5
layered
times.
so well.
Like,
there's no way your brain could have captured them all in one go.
Too, like, how did they do that?
Oh no, I've thought about it, and it's pretty easy. I think you just storyboard it out, and you literally just storyboard it out. And you just think, I'm going to literally plant this thing here, and I'm going to have it connect to this here, and just have it layered that way.
It's like comedy. It's like a good comedy,
it's just
stand-up comedy
smart,
set.
It's just a smart-ass writing.
I mean,
it's insane.
like...
It's just you're not used to seeing it.
So many
like, it's not some that people...
Like you said, storyboarding to where the point where, you know that,
Yeah, like, I'm going to have this
make sense.
reference here.
Like, Job, you got to get rid of the C word.
Yeah, get
like, I'll leave when I'm good and ready. But the C word was the boat.
That and the banana stand. The banana stand was probably the best.
There's always money in the banana stand.
No, yeah, dude.
But
watch Dark, and again, like, here's another one I was gonna say was Lilyhammer.
That was Netflix's first original show.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yep. with
Dude,
Steven
Lilyhammer.
Van Zandt
Lilyhammer
from,
was actually
Soprano.
fucking great. I liked it.
Yeah, he's on
he's-
Witsec, and he goes to the snowy village.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
You know
I
what
really
he's most
actually
famous
liked
for?
that.
Huh?
Do you know what he's most famous for?
a great
Not
show.
the top of my head.
So you know Steven Van Zandt from Sopranos, correct?
That's the actor in Lilyhammer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know that he's also one of the guitarists for Bruce Springsteen in the E Street Band?
He
That's-
is?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Steven
what,
Van
like-
Zandt is one
So
of
him and Max Weinberg play together.
Yes. He's before he was on The Sopranos. That's
I had no idea.
Yep.
No, dude. Yeah,
He's
Chris
a
told me
guitarist?
that. Chris
Yes.
was like, yo, that dude plays with Dave Matthews.
No,
or-
not
or Dave
with
Matthews.
fucking
Easy.
The boss.
Yeah, with Bruce Springsteen.
That's wild.
And it's like there's all kinds of like if you Google him right, if you Google Steven Van Zandt right
No,
now,
I
you'll see him
believe-
with like scarves on his head. Like, yeah, yeah. He played fucking Syl in The Sopranos.
Oh, no,
and then
yeah, dude.
Lilyhammer, like. But yeah,
That's
he's
wild.
a guitarist, bro. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Ford,
that you didn't
that's
know
one of those random things I thought I would have known.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good.
Isn't it?
Good. That's some good knowledge.
It is.
go.
I can't
He's
wait
the
to
one
share that with everybody I meet tomorrow.
Or at least everybody that watches this podcast.
No, my daughter, Sela.
Sela,
Uncle
did
Chris
you know?
just shared some very important information.
Did you know
last
that
night.
Steven
the
Van
ages.
Zandt?
Steven Van Zandt.
Fucking Steven Van Zandt.
I close that song with Easy Rec. If you rewatch a show that your friend is, I'm gonna start watching Dark again.
Holy goodness!
Fuck
wow,
Arrested Development.
man,
Be seeing you.
I'm not trying to laugh in my life anymore.
that's no, dude. That means a lot. It means a lot because now that means that like I'm gonna have somebody to reconnect with it on because it's
yeah,
like, dude,
no, it's one of those shows that it's like I like a good reason to go back and watch it.
And I'm telling you, I just feel like it's so rewarding on many levels. It's like what Chris said. It's like when you already kind of know, like with Arrested Development, it's like, how'd you do that with the callbacks? It's like when you go back and you're watching Dark and you see some of the things that happen, you're just like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah, man.
okay, this is,
But
it's a lot more interesting and powerful.
good work, guys.
All right, boys. So there's only one thing to say. Be saying.
Blessings.